Welcome ladies and gentlemen, it's TheWally, and today what I have for you guys is some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Today we're going to be on the map Defender playing some Momentum using the EM1 The End variant. Felt a little bit of my inner X-Cal coming out in this gameplay. I know he's a big fan of the laser guns, the End references, all that good stuff. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is the recent gun patch for Advanced Warfare. As you all know, seeing as how you can't play the game without it, a lot of the guns have got buffs, but the main thing that I think people will notice about this patch is that the BAL has finally gotten nerfed. They've decreased the damage, the max damage, and they've increased the recoil. Now, playing, you can feel a little bit of a difference. It does kick a little bit more after about the first 10 bullets, and it does take a little bit longer to kill, especially at long ranges, but it's still the best gun in the game, unquestionably. You know, just stick a grip on that thing if you weren't already using it, and you'll be fine. Yes, at long ranges it does suffer, but it's pretty much a close range gun anyway, and it did kind of suffer at long ranges before the patch. You know, it still was probably one of the weakest ARs at range, but despite that, seeing the fire rate, stick a grip on it, it's still the same gun as before. Everybody's going to be happy, and everybody's going to be mad as well, so they've kind of appeased and upset everybody at the same time, which is quite an accomplishment in my opinion. The other thing that they've done, which I cannot for the life of me explain why they've done this, I can't understand why they've done this. They've reduced the max damage of the HP AR3. Now, when I looked at this, I couldn't actually believe it. I actually go and read the patch notes again. I had to watch a few videos, and they have actually decreased the max damage range, which is just absolutely stupid in my opinion. They shouldn't have even considered nerfing any of the ARs. They should have buffed all the ARs. The fact that the gun shoots at about 600 RPM, I think it is, means that it's a pretty slow firing gun as it is. Now, you times that by the fact that it's now going to take longer to kill a range, and what's the point in using it? You might as well just use a 3-burst gun or even the BAL and just kind of spray. It shoots so slowly that you're just going to get destroyed. I don't understand why they've done this. I can't figure out what their logic is. It wasn't even like the second most used assault rifle. The second most used assault rifle was pretty much the AK-12 from what I could see. The HBIR-3 was like 3rd or 4th even. I'm at a loss, I really am. Hopefully when the Christmas noobs come out, they'll buff some of the other guns, but until then we have to make do. The other thing that they've done is that they've increased the max damage range on both the ASM1 and the MP11. Good things, that's what should have done, but all the subs should have got a buff in my opinion, not just the two. What this means now is that the game is pretty much a BAL and ASM1 dominated game. The ASM1 is pretty good now, but it's what the submachine gun should have been anyway, so whilst people are saying it's godlike, it just shows you how weak they were before. All the submachine guns should have got buffed, they didn't. Now pretty much use the best two, and the other ones really do fade into obscurity. The other thing that's happened is that all the LMGs have got a damage buff. Now, this is a good thing. You know, the LMGs were pretty good. Again, as I've said previously, all the guns should have just got a damage buff, but why the LMGs got a damage buff and everything else got a range buff, I don't understand. In my opinion, it would have been better to switch that. At close range, you know, submachine guns should be killing you as fast as possible, not just increasing the range because they're weak. The damage is weak, so whilst you've buffed them, you haven't really buffed them. I know it gets a little bit confusing between range and damage. Again, they should have just switched them. LMGs now are pretty good, especially the laser guns, as you can see by this gameplay. Especially if you get a variant that's increased range and damage, you can melt some people. It is quite fun. But whilst this patch is good overall, it's still not enough. They need to go further. They need to increase the damage still on pretty much all the guns, except maybe the LMGs, or maybe just increase the range on the LMGs. The fact that it's a one-gun dominated game, as I've said previously, just means that it's just the same thing over and over again, and it does get a little bit boring. Now, combined with the ASM1, you're going to see the same two guns over and over again. Let me know what you think about the patch in the comments section down below. This has been ItstheWally. I really do hope you enjoyed, and as always, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Peace!